See, in this world, there's two kinds of people, my friend. Those with loaded guns, those who dig. You dig.
Finish him!
And we're starting to counter too, right?
Yeah, I'm just playing around. All right,
No.
so hold on. Wait for it. I will make a 5-minute timer
No,
so I know exactly when I can start saying naughty words.
we can't have the counter. I mean, can't have the cell phone close to the soundboard,
I mean,
man.
maybe it won't do anything.
Maybe not.
All right, here we go. 5 minutes from now.
5 minutes.
Until that thing goes off, I will not say any 4-letter words. Other than 4, because 4 has 4 letters in it. Anyways, this is episode Ocho.
This is episode 8.
Yeah, si, senor.
All right, so I'm going to start out with this. We have gained another...
Yeah, we got our first piece of fan mail.
Yeah, we got fan mail. It's from Andrew. Andrew's he's a coworker of mine.
There you
and
go. We got to start. If we're going to talk about people, we can't say first and last names anymore. You got to stop doxing people.
Well,
I mean,
luckily I don't know his last name, and I probably should.
you probably, if you work with him, you probably should.
Yeah,
He's going to hear that and be like, man, that guy.
we went camping with him last year on the infamous beach
So
trip.
you went on a secluded camping trip with somebody you didn't even know their last name. You were the type of person that would get in the van if somebody had candy, aren't you?
First time I ever met him, we were going on a camping trip.
Hey, I've never met you before, but come on, let's go stay in the woods.
Yeah. So shout out to you, Andrew. You told me to give you a shout out, and I will let you know that I have tried the screwball and pineapple juice. Me personally, I like the screwball with like a cranberry grape or like a grape juice to make peanut butter and jelly. I think that's a little bit better, but I've definitely tried it. And listen, screwball goes good with anything. So
My preferred method of screwball is screwball with ice.
straight up,
Yeah, just straight.
yeah. I mean, it's not bad.
I'm also the person that will eat peanut butter straight out of the jar with a spoon.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah,
I like that too. That's like a good snack. It's not too bad for you. It's kind of healthy.
Everything's bad for you nowadays.
Everything
Do you
is,
breathe
yeah.
oxygen, then you're at risk for cancer.
Yeah,
Call your lawyer now for mesothelioma.
we can get Dank Dumbass's lawyers.
No,
Dank,
Dank DeMoss is her name.
it's not.
Oh my lord! I know you wanted to start another shit, but like, I did it. Oh,
It's not been 5 minutes.
It has not been 5 minutes.
Now, do you want to start over or do you want to do it like this?
Ah,
Why is that like complete red right there?
I don't know. Like asking the audio engineer that knows what they're doing. I'm not that guy.
So that's not static.
no, that's just like our voice and making our way downtown, walking
All
fast.
right. Do you want to start over or you want to keep it going?
I mean, I think we got a pretty good flow going. If we stop now, it's going to be unorganic.
Okay.
And we already got
Well,
like
look
some
at the timer and let's take 30 seconds off of it and see how far we made it.
2 minutes and 23 seconds.
So we did not make it to 2 minutes.
We made it 2 minutes without me saying shit.
No,
Damn it! I said it again.
no, we didn't
No.
because we talked for a few seconds afterward.
I'm just going to call it 2 minutes. then.
Okay.
Like
You
I mean,
did start. the
that's like me
timer-
describing my sex life. All right, I'm just going to round up and call it 2 minutes. Okay, just take it.
That's good.
Take it.
So yeah, we were going to talk about Dank Dumbass. I mean,
yeah, like
Dank
her
Dumbass.
going on what was it, the Breakfast Club, and
Yeah,
like y'all got a bigger chair. And
yeah.
then they
The first
drag-
thing she says when she sits down is she's like, "Y'all ain't got no bigger chair."
I mean, no, it's not exactly like we bring fucking hippopotamuses on the podcast every day.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So she's gonna go on there and she's gonna demand a bigger chair, but when the Lyft driver gets there, she's like, "Oh yeah, I ride in these cars all the time." I saw a TikTok where somebody was like breaking down the side, like the width of the chair that she couldn't fit in and the width of the seat in the car. And it was like the chair was actually wider than the seat in the car.
I mean, maybe it's like flubber, it just kind of fits into all the nooks and crannies.
Well, I'm sure she could get in there and like lean the seat like all the way down where she had plenty of space away from the dash. Because I'm assuming
we're gonna get sued by this bitch.
Nah, man. If she's gonna sue us after all the TikToks that I saw where people were like, "Are you serious?" Like she just ruined her case. She ruined her case on the Breakfast Club. Which,
Yeah.
by the way, she's going to sue the Breakfast Club now because they didn't have breakfast there for her.
I mean,
So,
this is called the Breakfast Club. Y'all ain't got no eggs and bacon.
you know what? I'm surprised that she didn't sit down and was like, y'all ain't got no sausage?
I'm like, where's my pancakes?
Right.
French toast? Nothing?
She's bringing out her cell phone like, y'all ain't got no biscuits and gravy?
Y'all ain't got no
Why
liver
not?
pudding?
You can't accommodate a big girl?
The craziest thing about it is they like y'all ain't got a bigger chair. And then they proceed to go get a whole goddamn couch and drag it over there. And she's like, that's what I'm talking about, accommodation.
They just wheeled in, like they just backed in a flatbed and had them to tilt it down where she could sit on it.
Can you imagine her sitting on a beanbag? It looked like it was snowing in there.
God, dude. Imagine her sitting down. Oh, there's the timer.
There's the, like, I done blew that out the water, sorry.
Yeah. Sorry about that timer.
Yeah, like-
we didn't
like-
reach the deadline.
Like Mindy told like us earlier, like you say so, I say like. My crutch word is apparently cuss words.
Yeah.
So
It's like a second language.
yeah, it really is.
It's not. It's a primary language, not a second language.
I mean, I just integrated in. Like I took my mom was deeply religious,
Uh-huh.
and I'm talking to her, taking her to the eye doctor the other day. I'm just like, fuck, shit, damn, ass, cunt, motherfucker, everything
When?
else. It was yesterday.
No. I'm saying, when did you do it?
What?
Like, when did you say all of that? Was it?
Just like talking and shit to her. I'm like,
Oh.
this motherfucker right here.
Oh, I got you.
And
You know, can you remember the first time that you let a cuss word slip around your parents?
yes, I can tell you the exact first time my mom ever heard me cuss.
Okay.
I was maybe 8 years old. We were watching Terminator. And the part where Sarah Connor is talking to, what's his name? What's the dude's name that comes back? The John Connor sends him from the future to go be his dad. Kyle Reese.
Okay.
Whenever she's talking to him, she's like, I can't save the world. I can't even balance a checkbook. I was a big proponent of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. So I just done the damn. I got my ass beat.
Just for saying damn.
Just for saying damn.
Listen, here's the first time my parents heard me cuss, and you were with me when we were on the way to Disney World, and I was listening to Slipknot, and is it Sick? Where he is fuck it all, fuck this world, fuck everything you stand for.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I thought I was just mouthing it, but apparently I was whispering it. And my family is sitting right up there in the front seat, and they both, well, not both, because one of them was driving, but they look back at me and it's like, you know, I can hear you, right?
See, there's two totally different ends of the spectrum. Like I was like 8 years old saying, "Damn, you're." What, we were like 16 or 17.
Yeah, I made it a little bit further than you because I was afraid to cuss around my parents.
Well, I mean, like I was 8 years old. I didn't know. Like I seen it on TV. Damn.
Well, I don't.
Like, now
also,
Ron Simmons like made damn a whole fucking catchphrase for wrestling.
Yeah.
Damn.
So that's not really a bad word, though.
Yeah, I mean, like it's not like I said "God damn it" or anything like that. Like, oh, if I'd done that, man, she probably would have murdered me.
That's tough.
Yeah. Like,
I probably could have got away with a damn.
Yeah, you probably could have got away with damn ass or shit. Shit probably be on the cusp. Hell, like my kids now, like I hear them cussing shit. Like I just look at them like, fuckers, you know I can hear you, right?
Yeah. You would at least try to encourage them to use that type of language, not around important people like teachers.
Oh, I do. I'm like, yeah, just don't get caught. I'm like, I know y'all talk like that whenever I'm not around. You know why? Because when I was your age, I done it too.
I did it, yeah.
Yeah. I'd be motherfucker this, motherfuck that, fuck you, fuck them.
Yeah.
Fuck us, fuck Tom, fuck Larry, fuck Gus, fuck Darius.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Anywho's.
All of them.
Yeah, the whole fucking 2 Live crew, they're nasty as they want to be.
Yep. And then 50 Cent sitting over there like, why you say fuck me for? You don't know that reference, but
I don't know that one. You got me on that one.
Well, I'll look it up for you afterwards.
Okay.
He's like, fuck this, fuck that, fuck 50, and then he's on. I think he's on Breakfast Club actually, and then they cut to him. The camera cuts to him, and he's like, "Why is it fuck 50 for? Like, what did I do?"
I don't know. Anyways, okay, so we already went in on Dank Metric Ton.
We looked up how many followers she has on social media. She has 9,000 followers on Instagram. So there you go. She is really ripping it up. I mean that's like.
Have you heard any of her like actual raps?
Oh yeah, we sat there at the dinner table and listened to. Yeah, she is a rapper.
Man, she is a rapper in the same vein as Jethro Tull should have won Best Metal Performance back in the day.
Yeah, she's a rapper, man. She was rapping about
the only rapper she knows about is Snickers. Okay,
that's right. Yeah. But yeah, she was rapping about her love life on one of the songs we listened to, like her most famous song. But whole time,
throw some flour down there and aim for the wet spot. Is that what their love life is?
The whole time she was in an apartment and it had like shitty ass like Christmas lights up on the ceiling, and you could literally see the end of the string of Christmas lights. And she's sitting on this couch, and there's only one angle of her while she's sitting on the couch singing, and then the next
she's on the whole couch.
Oh yeah, she's on bigger than the Breakfast Club couch. It was a bigger couch. But anyway, and the next scene, she's standing in her kitchen, and you can see all of like her spices and stuff. Mindy said it looked like they were pill bottles, but I mean, it could have been. I don't know.
Well, I know one thing she ain't on. Fucking Ozempic.
Yeah, listen. We have talked about her plenty, and we still haven't been able to talk around her.
I will never be able to be done with it. I mean,
it would take a lot of talking about her to get over her. You know what I mean? We would. I mean, it would take a while. I mean, it would take a whole podcast, probably.
I know. Like her next song's gonna be "Pick a Roll" and "Fuck It."
There was one where she was like, they were outside in one of her music videos, and she starts slapping her ass and talking about bending her over and stuff. Like, dude,
that's a fucking chore right there. If you get her bent over, like you got some duct tape or something to like latch on and like pull it out of the way and hold it. I mean, make like some
like how people's like
like whenever they torture people and tape their eyes up, and you can just like grab it onto like inside by the crack and pull it up and pull it over her shoulder.
It would have to be like have to be like Gorilla Tape or something though, something real strong.
No, you'd have to get like the actual duct tape, the silver shit they use on actual duct work.
Why? No, man, Gorilla Tape's stronger than duct tape.
I mean, like, no, I'm talking about like the heavy duty shit, like they use on industrial projects.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, like aircraft tape.
Yeah, like the shit that kept Dale Earnhardt going for years. That shit.
Yeah, just straight up. Because if you get any weak fucking tape,
imagine like
about the first pump you hit, it's all coming back down on you.
Dude, like that's like an avalanche coming at you.
Yeah, it's slapping back at you. Oh God.
Oh man, talk about coming down the mountain.
Yeah. Would doggy style be the only way you could hit that?
I mean, unless you got like a foot and a half of dick, I don't see how else you're getting to it.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean,
she would probably prefer that because, like, well, if she lays down, then there's a whole different type of waves that are coming down, though.
I mean,
like if she were to just do like laying down and you try to hit it from behind, there's a whole different. There's like more waves coming with that one. So
it's like we don't need a water bed. We already got one.
Oh, dude could lay up on top of her and it would be like a water bed.
I mean, yeah,
he could just stroke forward and just
there
wait.
You go. Like once her rap career doesn't take off anymore, she can become a bounce house for fucking birthday parties.
Oh, one of those at least like water pads. We got on one when we went to Jesse's wedding. They it wasn't water, it was air, but they pumped up this little air thing.
Oh yeah, and one person jumps on the end of it and it skyrockets the other one off.
No, well, this was like a bounce pad, but they put air in it and it comes up and like they stood on top of it and they could jump around. It was kind of like a trampoline, but it was filled with air.
Huh.
So I could imagine him just laying on top of it and he's just straight.
Yeah.
It only takes one stroke, man.
This is going to sound fun. As big as you would expect her to have some bigger titties than what she's got.
I didn't look at her titties, man.
I mean, it's kind of hard not to when she's got like the inner tube from a fucking Freightliner wearing it for a fucking shirt.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that, but I still wasn't trying to look.
Like, damn, like, how can you be that big and not have any tits at all? It's just all gut. I'm expecting her to go on one podcast and be like, Waka Waka Solo. Nah.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't look at her titties.
I think like there's not anything there.
She probably has she probably could have multiple sets of titties.
I mean, if you count the back one, she's got about 80.
Yeah.
I mean,
What is her bra size, you think?
I don't know. Like, at what point do you stop like doing it in sizes and just do it in grades?
Huge.
Yeah,
Just
like huge with 3 U's.
how many U's is basically how much
Yeah.
bigger it needs to be.
Like, it's going to be huge.
It's
going to be
huge.
It's going to be huge.
Huge.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Let's move on to something more.
Next topic. Oh yeah, I wanted to talk about the Super Bowl.
Okay. I didn't watch a single second of it. I caught some highlights. I didn't watch any of it.
Yeah, it was bad. I wanted Kansas City to win. I mean, I'm a Patrick Mahomes fan, and the whole time the game was going on, I would look over at Mindy and be like, I don't think they're going to score a single point. Like all of the points that they scored was from basically like midway of the third quarter to the fourth quarter, and it was over by then. So they were just basically scoring something to kind of give themselves
Wasn't it like 20 something to 0 going into halftime.
It was like, oh no, they were winning. I think it was like 37 or 38 to nothing by halftime.
Well, I mean, it had to be 37 then because I think the final score was like 40 to 22 or something.
It was, I think it was 41 or 42, 41 to 22. I think it was. Actually, no, it was 40 to 22. I have it written down right here on my fucking notes that I should have been reading from.
Hey, look at me! I know what it is, and I didn't even watch the fucking game.
Yeah, you apparently you kept up with it more than I did.
Mm.
But yeah, it was. I got written down. It was Mahomes' worst game, like postseason.
I think it was the
regular
entire
season.
Chiefs' worst game from the way it looks. Like,
Yeah, but Mahomes threw like 3 interceptions, and he got sacked. It was like a record amount of times he got sacked. So
you think somebody threw some money their way and was like, "Hey, just play kind of shitty. We'll give you some."
Well, people always say that it was the refs.
Well, I mean, like I fuck with you sometimes about like there's going to be a 2-on-1 game. It's kind of hard to beat another football team and the referees.
Well, the Eagles must have been very, very good because not only did they beat the Chiefs, but they beat the refs too. And I don't know. I felt like the calls were more against the Chiefs than they were the Eagles. But
maybe it was just like the refs deflecting. Like we've helped them out all this season. Now people are starting to catch on to us, and maybe we just need to fuck them over this game.
It could have been.
I mean, you never know.
I don't. People will say that the refs are for this team or for that team. I don't believe in that stuff, really.
I believe there's some of it in there, like it has to be.
Well, there was that guy in the NBA that was caught like fixing games.
I'm sure like the NFL's got the same shit going on.
Well, to a certain extent,
if you can bet on something, somebody's figuring out a way to manipulate it.
Yeah. And there's been plenty of times, like there was one time the Saints.
Speaking about NBA, let's talk about Luka getting traded to the Lakers.
Yeah, Luka Doncic. Yeah, he got traded to the Lakers. I don't know. Like
I swear it's so that like they can tank the Mavericks so they can move them to Las Vegas.
Yeah, that's what I've heard that too.
If they do move them to Las, are they going to take the Dirk Nowitzki statue out front with them?
Me personally, I don't believe that they would move to Mavericks. Dallas has a pretty storied history there, and I mean, why wouldn't they pick another team? If they wanted to move a team, they would pick a bottom dweller like the Hornets or something. If they wanted to move a team, I mean, they did. The Hornets actually did move.
Yeah,
one
they moved
time.
to
New Orleans. Yeah,
and they become the Pelicans.
Yeah, and so the Pelicans are still a thing.
The Wizards that they moved back or something?
No, Washington. I can't remember where Washington came from. But yeah, I don't remember. But no, Washington was an expansion team, and so.
Well, I know. Like LeBron had said one time, his dream is to own a Las Vegas, like NBA team.
I don't know why Las Vegas. Why do they want all of these professional teams in Las Vegas?
Well, I mean, they got hockey now. They got football.
Yeah.
The only thing they're missing is baseball and basketball.
Have you ever been to Las Vegas?
No, I have not.
It's not that big of a place. It's really not. Like the city of Las Vegas, it's not that big.
Yeah, it's mostly like the Strip or whatever.
Yeah, that's it. And then it's literally like desert, Las Vegas proper, desert. And that's it. I don't know why they want to put all of these.
I wouldn't want to live in the middle of the fucking desert.
You wouldn't want to?
I wouldn't want to.
Nah,
no.
probably
I like
not.
trees and shit.
Yeah, and it probably gets pretty hot down there. Whenever I went, it was for Matt's wedding.
There you go. Stop.
Yeah, I stopped myself.
I was joking with Bobby like the other day. I was like, man,
Wait. I gotta.
Which one are you going for? There you go. All right, everybody.
Sorry, Corey. I probably blew your speakers up, but
You're goddamn right.
I was joking with Bobby the other day about you saying people's like. I was like, man, like after the podcast, I was thinking, I was like, damn, I was starting to ask you like, when are you gonna start doling out people's social security numbers?
yeah. Well, if I knew him, I probably would.
Yeah, like his number is 648-6262-6262.
Well, see, somebody's is that.
I mean,
And
somebody, but you gotta have a name.
What is it called? You just docked. Or is it called docking?
Yeah, docking's when two gay guys put their dicks inside of each other.
Yeah, that's right.
That's docking.
Anyway, you just put somebody's shit
doxing.
out there. Dox, that's it. Dox, yeah.
You know what an Amish oil change is?
No.
Okay, that's when you suck off a horse and then you spit at the end.
You clean the pipes.
Yeah, that's Amish oil change.
But yeah, I don't know why Las Vegas. Why does Las Vegas want so many?
They got all like a whole bunch of big fights always happen there. Like people get money. There's all those casinos.
It's a huge tourist attraction.
Yeah, like
people want to go there and gamble.
Yeah, so same thing. Like we have all these sports teams, like get more money, real estate shit. Oh, we can build a new casino, and then all these people's going to come in and dump money to it.
I don't know. I just don't feel like they would have a huge fan base there because like the city is not that big, and it would just be tourists.
I mean, there's
coming to their
outside
games.
areas like there's like Reno or whatever right there too.
I mean, yeah.
And then
we didn't go to
places,
Reno when I went there.
There's other like little small towns, I believe.
Yeah, I don't know. More power to them, but I just don't think the Mavericks would be the one to move. That I would think that they would.
Who would we want to move then?
Why not just an expansion team? Why does anybody have to move?
That's fair. But there's 32 NBA teams?
Dude, I don't know. You're asking the wrong one. But the person who bought the Mavericks from Mark Cuban, that person has hotels in Las Vegas.
Right.
So,
it was him. It was two people bought it from Cuban. Cuban still owns like a chunk of it, but not like
but Cuban. I don't think he wants anything to do with the basketball operations anymore. I mean, he's on Shark Tank. Anyway,
I was about to say, let's keep going. I know it's heading down the political road.
Yeah, listen.
You were starting like you put it at the top of the hill and threw it in neutral.
But why couldn't it just be an expansion team? That's
I don't know. I'm pretty sure some kind of bylaws or something in the NBA or things.
They may have the maximum amount.
Yeah, like
of teams.
we can't have this many or whatever.
Right.
Like, if we get another expansion team, we're going to start diluting.
I do believe in most sports, if you have one expansion team, you have to have two because you have to have an even number. So
I mean that makes sense. That way you don't have like odd teams and shit.
But, yeah, I don't know.
Anyways,
yeah, just get back to the Super Bowl. Just some more things that I had written down.
Was there any good commercials?
No, not really.
Yeah, what's the deal with it? You remember when we were teenagers? Like the commercials were awesome. Like we had like the Budweiser,
the frogs, like that, and the Clydesdale horses.
Yeah, like we had the cool commercials. And now they're all like last year sucked.
There was I would say there was a handful of them that were political.
Of course. Like did they have the Jesus ones again? Like he loves you or he loves us or
yeah. They had those.
Fucking Mormons.
Not really. I wouldn't say that there was any that like. When I go to work the next day, I'm going to talk about.
Hey man, did you see that commercial?
Yeah, more people were talking about the halftime show than the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
like
the halftime show had like a lot of like underlying meanings to it.
Yeah, like, that's what everybody was saying. Oh, you just didn't catch the meaning of it or whatever. No, I caught it.
Dude,
Listen, I followed the Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef from day one. Like I got
deeper than that, man. Like it's deeper than just that. Like all the people, like the flag, like is divided in between. Like, like they're all doing like the hands up. That's a Masonic hand gesture, like this right here with both your hands up.
I didn't see anything.
That they did that. Like they done the hands up. That's right. That's a Masonic like plea for help.
Okay.
Like there's like we can go deep on that shit.
Well,
like,
I mean, go ahead.
Like think about it. What's one thing a lot of people in the nation are always going to watch? They're going to watch the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're gonna do some kind of like dark art ritual shit or like have some like subliminal shit, where would be a good place to have it?
Well, they said that the Beyonce one had a lot of like.
Yeah, all of them have. Like in the last.
I
the
remember
one-
the Lady Gaga one.
the
They
lady-
said that one had.
Yeah, that was basically like her being the whore of Babylon and shit.
Yeah, well,
Like, there's people out there to like, I may not believe, but they believe in that shit. Like, I heard multiple places say millionaires don't believe in astrology, but billionaires do. There's got to be something behind that.
why?
Who knows, man? I'm not that rich where I have to worry about it. Like, somebody asked me the other day, like, "Hey, what sign are you?" I'm like, I don't know. Up, down, left, right, BA start.
So you don't know what your sign
No,
is?
I'm a Gemini, but I'm just
Okay.
I got to give them a jackass answer.
Right,
just to
I
fuck
got you.
with them.
So I did see something today, which we're getting off topic, but that's what we do.
We
But,
we try and then we just verge off. And
I did see something today on TikTok where this guy said that I can't remember if it was the next 15 years or what, but there will be 4 trillionaires in the United States. And I'm assuming he was talking about like Elon Musk and
Jeff Bezos is going to be one.
Yeah. And he started listing off like all the things that you could buy with $1 trillion. It's
Remember,
like,
I told you about the thing, like all the money we spent on the like war in Ukraine, like we could fix the homeless problem, like educate everybody in the country, and buy every adult age male an AR-15, and still have like $50 trillion left over.
yeah, that's one thing that not to get too political into it or whatever, which I don't give a damn. I'll talk about it, and that's just who I am. But one thing that I am kind of happy with this whole Doge thing is that it's not only that they're finding
all the
of
bullshit they spend money on. Yeah, like not all that money is actually going to the shit they're saying, because like, oh, we gave $15 million to send condoms here. Okay, they maybe actually spent like, say, $6 million instead of condoms.
Not even $6 million.
How
many condoms do you need?
Maybe they like to fuck a lot.
Dude, how much is a box of condoms? How was the last time you bought a box of condoms?
It has been a good minute.
So we don't know how much a box of condom is.
I mean,
but if you think about it, $1 million worth of condoms is a lot of fucking.
Let's say like a standard 12-pack is.
I'm probably too close. I'm blowing the fucking.
It's because you get animated and you get loud, and I try to stay like my normal.
Yeah.
Like, if anybody's got a thing for like chubby guys with dudes with beards and tattoos with a southern twang to their voice, this is their Candyland, I guess. This must be why the wife likes
Reggie
listening
White.
to it.
What was the guy's name? Hey, baby.
Oh, Barry White.
Barry White.
I wish I had a voice like Barry White. That would be fucking cool as hell. Or like how my voice gets like super deep and crackly whenever I get a cold or something.
Yeah.
I wish it would just stay like that. That way I sound like Lemmy.
Yeah. So let's get back on this because it is an important topic.
$16 or $15 million. Let's say they spend like all the rest of that money, like somehow or another, people are getting kickbacks.
Of course they are. Of course.
Like, what was it? They spent $50 million or something for like transgender studies in Siberia or some shit.
I don't think it was that much, but it was in the millions. Say, like, it was in the millions.
More money than what they should have. Like,
right.
Why? Like, why?
Why? Exactly. Yeah, why can't the people in Siberia teach fucking transgender whatever?
Yeah,
why has it got to be American funded?
Why does anything have to be? Everything's American funded because
that's what I'm saying.
They're using that as a screen to like, hey, we're going to say we're sending this much money here, but we're really only going to send this much. The rest of it we're going to split off and send here. That's going to kick back to over here. It's going to come back to here, and then it's going to come back to me.
If I were to try to keep it where, I mean, obviously I have my political leanings and everything, but if I were to keep it like fair on both sides, there are these Republicans who are coming out and saying, oh, look at what we're spending here, spending there. You were just like all the other motherfuckers that signed those bills into law. They signed the funding, but they sit these stacks of 2,000 pages worth of stuff that's inside of this budget, and they don't look through it because they bring it in the same day that they vote on it.
Yeah, like,
and then they just push it straight through. So you can stand up there and point out all of these things, but you signed it just like everybody else did.
Yeah, because I'm sure they're going to get... I still say that everybody in the government needs to wear NASCAR jackets where they have patches of who they're sponsored by on there, so we know what's what.
Yeah,
like now coming to the stage, Senator like Bumfuck from Kentucky. He is today. He's coming to us, brought to us by Pfizer,
but
DuPont.
One thing I will say, and this is not a political bias, but one thing I will say is like if I like I have to pay in my taxes this year. If I'm paying my money in, I should have a fucking say where my money goes to.
I think all of us should have a say on where our taxes go every time we get paid.
I think
I think it's bullshit that like, hey, my truck's paid for. Guess what? If I don't pay the taxes on that sumbitch this
They're
year,
gonna come
I
confiscate it.
can't get tags on it, and then I get pulled over by a cop and get a ticket and have to pay more money.
Mhm.
Like if I've already bought something and it's mine, it's not really yours.
It is, but you just can't.
No,
drive
it's not.
It. You just can't drive.
No, it's not. Don't pay that shit for a while. See if they don't come fucking get it.
No, but listen, your parents have cars in their yard that they haven't paid taxes on in a while, right?
Oh, that's fair. But
Okay,
then
so
again,
they didn't
I
come and
wish
get it.
somebody would come get those motherfuckers. Like-
Yeah, so you just can't drive it as long as it stays in your yard, you're good.
Yeah, but like, don't pay taxes on your property. There you go.
Well, yeah.
How about
they
that
gonna
one?
tell you to
Like
kick
my
rocks.
house and stuff's paid for, but guess what? Every year there's a thing that comes in the mail that says, "Hey, you owe this much amount of money for owning this."
Mm-hmm. That sucks, don't it?
Yeah,
It really sucks.
It sucks more dick than fucking Lily Phillips or whatever her name is. Lily Blue, whatever.
I don't remember her name.
Thousand.
You said you had stats.
Oh yeah, like I said, Bobby sent me like the breakdown. Like it's like 30 dudes an hour. I'm like still like, okay, wow, just
that's a lot.
she racked more bodies in fucking 15 minutes than I have in my whole fucking life.
Who was the rock star that had that fucked so many people?
Oh, Gene Simmons. Like and then like
Did she fuck more people than Gene Simmons did?
yeah, in one day. Fuck, give her a week, she'll fucking take out like more than the whole country. Like, I mean, you gotta think like Wilt Chamberlain says he slept with over 1,000 women. I mean, I can kind of believe that. Like,
Yeah.
that was like over a span of time, not like he had a stopwatch stopping them after. Like, all right, you got 8 strokes, you got to get off next.
I bet, like even modern day basketball players and stuff, like
oh yeah,
LeBron James,
they're still racking them.
he's
down.
married and got kids, but I guarantee you.
Oh yeah, he's getting strange on the side when
Yeah.
it goes off.
Yeah.
Like if I was a basketball player like that, as soon as I had like a kid with my wife or 2 or whatever, get a fucking vasectomy, dude.
Yeah.
Just get the snip, clip.
I wonder, I mean, how many of them actually probably do still have their nuts and stuff, you know what I mean?
I mean, they probably still have their nuts. I mean, you get a vasectomy, you still
Well,
have,
I'm just
you still have-
I'm just using that like hypothetical. Not
I mean,
hypothetical.
I'm like,
but,
as far as I know, you still like,
no, I'm just saying bust a nut, you know,
You
still
still
have
do.
your nuts.
you still do.
Okay, you
Yeah, I'm just giving you a hard. All right, let's get back to your fucking list of shit you got over there.
no, we were talking about Doge.
Well, I mean, we're still talking about it, but
Yeah.
isn't that on your list?
No, actually.
We're talking about USAID, AID.
Nope. That was not on my list.
That's not on your list.
Nope.
Why not, Chris Jericho?
because I just felt like
That
We were
that
gonna
should be
try to-
something we like. Of all the things, like I don't agree with a lot of shit people do, but like him saying like we got a lot of wasteful spending and shit.
Yeah.
that's true.
yeah.
Like
And then you sit back and there's
Or,
this
like,
astronomical number that they keep
the
saying.
best thing, like
we
I've
are
heard
$37
Elon,
trillion in debt.
yeah, which is asinine. The best thing I've heard Elon Musk say though is that they're going to start investigating how like a congressman or something that has like a couple $100,000 salary can be in office and leave like tens of millions of dollars.
$175,000 salary that they
Yeah.
have, and
But,
they
yeah,
leave
by the
out of
time-
office multimillionaires.
Yeah, like
And this is not a Democrat or Republican; it's all of them.
It's all
they
of
all
them.
do.
yeah. You know why? Because they're not wearing their sponsorship jacket, so we don't know who's really giving them money.
Yeah, and that's
that and insider trading and shit like that.
yeah,
Like Nancy Pelosi or whatever her name
Mhm.
is, her husband's like some kind of hedge fund manager
yeah,
or something.
he is. Mhm.
So she's probably feeding him information off of like, hey, we're going to pass this law or whatever. Or this is going up on the docket. And he's like, oh, okay.
I think he gives her information.
I mean, there's probably
They both give each other
a
information.
swap
It doesn't
back and
matter.
forth. Yeah,
They've
like
made
this.
both. The government.
They got more money than what they know what to do with.
Yeah, and I think that more than anything, people who pay taxes should like if there's something that brings people to the streets, it should be that, because it doesn't matter what your political leanings are. If you are paying taxes and you are okay with them sending all of this money over for things like that, then you should be ashamed
They
of
should
yourself.
fix shit here first. Like I don't remember if it was you or who I was talking to, but like there should not be a wounded warrior project there should not be a support our injured troops. I shouldn't have to. They went over and fought and done shit that the government told them to. Those dudes should be took care of for the rest of their fucking lives.
Yeah, the
they
government
shouldn't
should take care
they
of
shouldn't
them.
have. There shouldn't be homeless veterans in fucking Fayetteville right now. Like, oh, I served and now I'm homeless. Fuck that noise. You got hurt. You got fucked up doing something for the government. They should fucking take care of you.
Yeah.
Like, you should not have to worry about
I
it.
am okay with my tax dollars paying for that because they went
Right,
and served
but
our
it's,
country.
but it's not going to that. It's going to pay for fucking Iraqi Sesame Street.
Yeah. That
But-
clip is funny, dude. The clip where they're standing in front of that archway and the bomb goes off behind them. That's the Sesame Street, I'm sure.
But
yeah.
but yeah, that shit pissing me off. Like, y'all should not be asking me to donate money to take care of troops that went over and fought and done shit for the fucking government.
Really?
That got fucked up. Like,
Listen,
he got blew up by an IED. He doesn't have legs anymore. Don't you want to help him? I shouldn't have to.
right.
The government
here's
should take
another
care
thing.
of that man.
This is going to sound controversial, and I swear I mean good by it. But the St. Jude's thing and everything, they shouldn't be asking us for money out of our pockets for that after we pay in all of those taxes. Take care of the sick kids. But you get enough tax money to do it. Use that.
Huh?
Don't. I swear there was a point in time, like right around the pandemic when it was going on, you couldn't go to a gas station. You couldn't go to a grocery store. You couldn't go to a freaking convenience store of any kind without them asking for some sort of donation.
You can't go anywhere now without. Would you like to round up your thing to
Yeah.
this? No.
No, because you round up my money when you take it out on taxes, damn it.
No, say you donate $1 to charity, less than 10 cents of it actually goes to whatever it's supposed to go to.
Especially like American Red Cross?
Yeah.
Oh, God, dude.
Dude, one of my ex-wives worked for the American Red Cross. She was making stupid money to just be a fucking phlebotomist doing that shit.
Oh, my
stop
God.
hitting the table.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let's see.
Is that the booze?
No, that's awkward. It's like the Crow.
All right. The Crow was a good movie. Oh, the new Crow movie is fucking garbage.
Speaking of that, I've got it's deep on my list. So, but I did watch Boondock Saints.
Oh, you did? What'd you
Yeah.
think?
Oh man, you want to talk about it now?
Yeah, fuck yeah, let's go.
Okay. I first of all, I think I have seen it before.
You probably
I just
have.
didn't remember it. But the reason why is because I remember the shootout with the guy with the round glasses.
Mhm.
Yeah, I remember that, and I remember saying it during when I watched it. I was like, "Why are they not hitting each other?" This dude pulls out like two guns at a time.
It's because it's just fucking kids.
Really? I did not know that. If it was
Right there at the end, they're like, hey, they start saying the prayer or whatever, and yeah, he's like, "Where'd you learn that?" And it turns out that's their dad.
Wow.
You didn't watch the whole movie, apparently.
No, I watched the whole movie.
That's right there at the end of it. There's a Boondock Saints 2 too.
Is there?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Well, this is on the back. I can remember.
All right.
There's a lot of yelling in the movie. Like
There-
every other scene,
Somebody's yelling.
Somebody's screaming and yelling and running around
Okay,
and
so-
cussing and fucking and there's a lot of killing in the movie too. And
Mm-hmm.
but it was entertaining. I thought that Willem Dafoe's character was very unique.
That's Willem Dafoe's best character ever.
Either
that or the person he plays in Antichrist.
I don't think I've seen that.
Oh yeah, look that one up, good buddy.
Okay.
That one's
My favorite part of the movie, which I did have that on my notes, is when they shot the cat. The cat was spattered on the wall over there.
of course, because you hate cats.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, fuck that cat.
Yeah. But and I will say I may have missed some parts because I was washing dishes and cooking and stuff like that while I was watching it. So I had it playing on my phone, and we watched some of it on the TV downstairs. But I watched some of it while I was at work, and then we started it. We had gone to bed, and you know how that goes. And you go to bed, you're like, "Yeah, we're gonna watch this." And next thing you know, I'm waking up the next morning with my alarm going off.
Pretty much.
So I watched it in spurts, but like I said, there was a lot of a lot of yelling and screaming and fucking and just cussing and I mean, but it was a pretty good movie. I'm not gonna say I didn't like it.
Like out of the movies I have recommended to you lately, which one? Like that one's probably your favorite one, then, right?
Nah, that movie 43.
Movie 43.
Yeah,
that's solid.
probably. I mean, I'm not saying that Boondock Saints is a bad movie. I think at first, like when I first started watching it, we were laying in bed and I had fallen asleep, so I went back and started watching it while I was at work, and I missed the part where
You gotta stop saying you're doing shit while you're at work. You're incriminating yourself, man.
listen, nobody knows what I do for work except for the
people
three
you
people
work
that I
with that
work
actually
with that
listen
are
to
listening
this,
to
like-
it. Yeah.
So you're doing shit while you're at work, huh?
Yeah, well, listen, we have
was-
time while I'm not driving that I unload that I could be watching movies, okay?
Fair enough.
But I'm supposed to be paying attention to what I'm doing, so I just incriminated myself again. But
Yeah,
listen,
you got the shovel going to town.
this is just me being facetious to everyone at work that listens to this. I am not really watching movies while I'm at work. I'm just joking. So anyway, but yeah, so there were parts of the movie that I missed because of certain things going on. Quit looking at me like that. But yeah, it was a pretty good movie. I don't think that it was entertaining. I'll say that.
Oh, okay.
The long haired guy, when I think he was probably my favorite character because he was so loud and just he was crazy. He went off the deep end right there in the middle of the movie, especially when the cat got killed. But yeah, I enjoyed it.
Okay, well, I'll try to think of another movie to get you to watch by next week.
Okay. So
Okay, keep working on the list.
next on the list, I don't know if me and you had talked about this recently, but Nissan and Honda was supposed to have merged together.
Right? Yeah, we
But
talked about
this-
that
the-
off the podcast.
Yeah,
but
but the deal is off.
Yeah.
And really, basically, what Honda wanted to do was make Nissan a subsidiary, and basically, it would have made Honda the parent company, and then
Yeah,
Nissan would just kind of be an afterthought.
I think isn't Hyundai a subsidiary of Kia now?
I don't know.
Cause I know I recently bought another car.
Right?
Yeah, and it's got the same motors in some Kia cars.
Really?
Yeah, I think Hyundai's Korean. Kia's
I
Korean.
think they're both Korean companies, but
yeah, so
I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine with that one.
yeah, I've never owned a Hyundai before. Now I can say I've owned a Hyundai and a Honda
Yeah.
and
You got all the H's.
a Toyota. and
Import cars have always been the more
yeah,
reliable.
I mean, I've owned a couple of Fords. I had a Ford Taurus.
you had that F-150.
I had the F-150.
You had that. Didn't you have a Crown Vic?
No, that was that Ford Taurus.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
I thought you had like a police edition Crown
No,
Vic.
that
or
was
something.
that was the Impala I had. That was the State Trooper Impala.
Okay.
Yeah. I had it. I love that car too. I still haven't figured out what I'm going to name this one. I name all my vehicles.
Yeah. I haven't made a name for mine yet. my Trail Boss.
Your Trail Boss.
Yeah, I haven't named it yet.
Little Red Riding Hood or something.
It's not red though. It's
That's why I
white.
make it funnier.
Hey man, you got to mute yourself when you're going to be
I'm
coughing.
turning my head. They can't hear that.
Yeah, well, we're trying to be that's one thing at the top. Our goal is to be 1% better every episode.
1%.
1%.
Okay. How about 1.25?
Well, we'll get into that in a minute, but yeah, I guess basically after I had written down the basics of the whole Nissan and Honda thing, I just put basically Nissan has been pretty much like one of the worst import brands. I won't say always because
Nissan
they have
drivers
made
are one of the worst because it don't matter if I'm going 120 on fucking the interstate. Somebody in a clapped out Nissan Altima with half a bumper hanging off, the windows got fucking trash bags on it, one headlight's out, there's bullet holes in the trunk. That thing is coming screaming past me at like Mach 3. No matter what.
It's the fastest thing on the highway,
Dude, I swear
other
they're
than a
taking-
Dodge Ram.
Oh yeah, I swear, you got a Dodge Ram. You sign a contract, and no matter how fast the person in front of you is, you have to ride 6 inches off.
You got to
their
one
bumper.
up them.
Yeah, you got to
You
pass
got to
them.
go around them.
You got to pass them. We're coming to take your truck.
Yeah, that's part of being a Ram owner.
Yeah, like they don't put that in the commercials. They just hit you with that when you get to the dealership.
You got to be faster.
Yeah.
Corey had a Ram. What's up, Corey? What about that Ram? He wrecked it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, somebody hit him.
Oh.
Yeah,
Did he does he have a copy of the contract he had to sign to drive like he's out of the Ram now, so he can tell us, did he have to sign an NDA about it?
He went from the Ram to a Focus ST.
Oh, well, I mean, Focus ST's nice.
Yeah. But he had a diesel version. The Eco Diesel it was called.
Oh. What's that guy, like a 5.4
No,
or something?
it was I think it was a smaller diesel. I don't know. We'll ask him about it. We can call him right now on air. Hey, Corey, what was that diesel that you had in that Ram?
He's probably going to be listening to this later and be like, why the fuck didn't y'all call me?
Nah, it's too late. He's got kids, probably.
I got kids, too. Fuck them kids.
Nah, man, can't be doing that. But anyway, yeah, so I was just going to say, I would say probably, Nissan has made some iconic cars.
Yeah, the Z, the Fairlady Z.
Yeah. I mean, but it just felt like, especially when they started
putting
the
old Nissan square body trucks. I love those.
Yeah, yeah, and the what was it? The Pathfinders.
Yeah, Pathfinders were.
What was the smaller version? No, Xterra. Yeah, those were pretty cool back in the day.
Yeah, I've drove one of those before.
Yeah. But then when they started putting those CVT transmissions in them, it's like they all went to shit. And I don't know, man. They just couldn't ever get it together.
I mean, who knows? I mean, maybe they're going to release the flagship model called the Clap 2000.
I had heard that basically all Honda wanted to do was like they wanted to eliminate some of the models of cars that didn't sell real well and take over, because a lot of automakers, what they do is say, like, if Ford makes an F-150, they have their own plant for the F-150.
Right.
And so I'm sure other automakers do the same thing. So what Honda was going to do was say, okay, well, I don't know what, the
Sentra or
the
something?
Nissan, or the Versa or something. This is not selling real well, so we're just going to discontinue that and use this plant to make Civics or something like that.
I mean, the first thing Honda should have done if that shit went through is find out what Nissan's using for a clear coat and go to that instead of what they have for clear coats on Hondas.
You know what? That is actually something that I've all this time that Honda has had shit paint.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they have not fixed it.
They have not. No. Like, the clear coat is atrocious. But yet that clapped out Nissan Altima is paint.
The paint is
immaculate. Paint in the places where there's not dents and bullet holes, it's pristine.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't even need to put ceramic coat on it.
Yeah, you don't. You just wash the thing with some Dawn dishwashing liquid, and it's shining like a diamond.
Yeah, man, that is true. Like me and you both have had a bunch of Hondas.
Yeah,
and right there, the Civics.
Yeah,
right there on the roof,
right there on the pillar, going to the back.
The paint just starts fading right there.
On my Civic now, the trunk of it is looks like it's just been shattered with BBs from all the spots of the clear coat coming off of it.
The neighbor over here is starting to learn how to do rapping. So,
oh really?
Not rapping as in hip hop, but rapping as in rapping.
I mean,
cars.
he may give Dank DeMoss a run for her money. I mean,
he's Hispanic, so he might would do the Hispanic rap.
I don't care, man. Like there's some Hispanic rappers called like Pitbull. I know him.
What is his name? The Mexican OT or something.
I don't know. I know a lot of South American metal bands like Puya and stuff like that.
Well, I'm just saying there's a really popular Hispanic rapper right now.
Bad Bunny.
No, guy.
He's Puerto Rican, right?
I've never heard a Bad Bunny song.
Neither have I, but I've seen him on wrestling.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But yeah, that was all I really had about Nissan. Is just I was gonna say
Nissan.
I was like,
you know what?
Should I say Nissan is the ghetto gunship on the podcast?
Yeah, why not?
It's the ghetto gunship.
I mean, I said some bad words on the last one. I tried to cut out and I missed some.
That's not bad. I mean,
it really is. I mean, they should bring back the Datsuns.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, bring those back.
The little small trucks.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
They should bring those back.
But I also heard, I didn't write it on my notes, but I also heard that Nissan was in talks with like a electric vehicle maker, and they may merge together. And I don't know why
Those
Nissan.
new Z's are badass though.
They're all right, but it's just here's something about like the sporty cars. It seems like they're just not interested in making more sporty cars anymore.
Nah, man.
Nobody is really, except for Ford and Corvette. But we've seen a lot of like the Camaros, which I was going to talk about this on the podcast. Is like I have some interesting cars and stuff. Not interesting, but I always kind of like Chevrolet has been General Motors has been my favorite brand of vehicle ever since I started driving. I've never owned a GM car, but there goes that airplane again, dude.
The GM make cars? I thought it was just GM trucks. I've never seen a GM car.
No, Chevrolet is General Motors.
Right. Yeah, like it's all. But then they have like Chevy trucks, and then you have GMC trucks, which are the same truck, just with different badges.
There was never a GMC car. I don't think
Right,
there
yeah.
may have been, but
I mean, yeah, like I had that Impala. That's a Chevy.
yeah, Chevrolet always made the cars.
And then I didn't have an S10. I had a Sonoma. But like whenever I go to the parts store for something for it, it was always like S10 or Sonoma.
They were interchangeable.
Same thing.
Yeah, they were. As far as cars go, I think that Chevrolet just kind of kept with that. But yeah, I don't know. I'll have to do some research on that. That's a good question because I don't know if GMC ever made a car.
I'm sure they probably have.
I'll do some research on it. We'll
like
get back.
El Caminos, those were just Chevy, right?
I think so.
I would love to have an El Camino.
Yeah, dude, those things are actually cool.
Yeah.
I would like to raise it up and put big tires on it and make it like a car truck.
I mean, it is a car truck.
It is, but they did.
What they call it in Australia? It's like a Ute or something like that for like all the truck cars.
And Ford made one that was called a Ranchero.
Yeah, Ranchero. Yep.
So, I guess what I was gonna say was like Chevrolet, like the new models of the Camaros, like it seemed like Chevrolet was not interested in trying to keep up with Ford with their performance. It was like the top of the line, like Camaro, the I think it was,
or whatever.
No, it was like the ZR1, or I think that may have been Corvette, and it was like the
ZR1. Yeah, that sounds like Corvette.
But there was a Camaro version of that. It was supercharged. But the thing is like
I thought that was like the super sport models.
Nah, it was like the ZL1 or the ZR.
That's the thing. Like, are they still making Camaros?
No.
I was about to say,
no, they quit making them.
They didn't last very long.
But the thing is like the Camaros compared to the Mustangs, no matter what like level of car you got, the Camaros could never compete with the Mustangs, like the newer. Because they quit making Camaros for a long time, and then they started making them again, and it's like they just weren't interested in trying to compete with Ford whenever it came to that. I mean, obviously the LS engine and then the LT engine was like is still the most iconic engine, but even the Coyote engine it outperforms the LS engine from top to bottom.
I mean, why don't they bring back like some of the cooler shit they had? Like Dodge brought back. Oh man! Down.
Oh god!
To the right there. I dropped my vape. Dodge brought back the Challenger and the Charger, and like I think they're done now, right?
Yeah. Well, they're still making them, but they're electric. And then they
brought back the electric Hornet, ones, but they brought it back as
I have to say the electric ones weren't selling right, so they started putting the V6, the Hurricane engine, in the cars.
Yeah, and they brought back the Hornet, but it was an SUV.
Yeah, it didn't sell very well either.
I think I've seen one of them like actually on the road.
They're pieces of shit.
I've seen more Cybertrucks than I have those.
Dude, I'm seeing a lot of those lately.
Yeah, like I seen one yesterday when I took Mom to the doctor. I went just sitting there. She's like, "Oh, look at that!" I'm like, "Yeah, that's a Cybertruck."
Yeah, I went to Myrtle Beach today, and it was like every direction you looked, there was a Cybertruck. Yeah, I think they're ugly.
They're
but
so ugly.
People
they're
are
cool though. But
people are getting them for like a status thing or something.
Yeah, like look at
they're $100,000.
I seen one that like somebody wrapped it in like Pepto Bismol pink.
Yeah, we had a pink one to come to our Cars and Coffee.
Oh, that's right. I didn't see that one though, but yeah, like Pepto Bismol pink. Like I can see like hot pink or something. Not like I look at the thing and the first thing I think of is yay Pepto Bismol.
Yeah, I don't know why, especially a Cybertruck pink. I don't know.
I've seen pink Jeeps. You see like pink like Lincoln. Was it like an MKZ or something like? I see those all the time, and I think that's women that sell like Mary Kay and shit.
Yeah.
Where's it going with this?
You were saying why don't more car companies?
Oh yeah,
like,
bring back older
cool
shit.
stuff?
Like like Chevy, they had like Novas
Yeah. There was always talks
and
of,
like Chevelles.
Yeah, I think it was a Chevelle that was there. There was a concept that they made that they were going to bring it back, and they just never did. I don't know why. I think it all has
Ford's
to do with
like
money.
Gran Torinos.
Yeah, I think it just all has to do with money and sales, man.
I mean,
If they have a car that they don't feel like will sell, then they're just not going to invest the money to make it. And it's sad because there are, for what it's worth, the Camaros were discontinued because they just weren't selling. And it's sad.
I only know one person that has a Camaro.
Oh, I see them all the time.
I see them all the time, but like personally, I only know one that has one.
Yeah,
And
that's some of your people, right?
that's Crystal's friend's son.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't know, man. I just it's kind of sad because like I've seen it for like in person. I've seen Mustangs just
Walk
dust
the dog on them.
Just I mean, I've seen the
I've seen fire and I've seen rain.
Yeah. But yeah, I can't remember what the YouTube channel was where they did like top of the line Camaro, top of the line Mustang, and it's just not close. And then the Dodge, Camaro or not Camaro, Challenger or Charger, Hellcat, yeah.
Dude, I see a ton of those like every day, like Hellcats.
Yeah. If you go in Fayetteville, as soon as you cross the Cumberland County line, you're greeted by a Charger or a Challenger.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just how it is. But what I was gonna say was, all you got to do is put a Whipple on a Mustang, and you've got one of the fastest cars on the road.
Yeah.
And I don't like Ford. I'm not a Ford fanboy, but you just have to give credit where credit's due.
That's right.
And it just seems like obviously a Corvette can outperform a Mustang, and it's General Motors.
Well, I'm not a fan of the new Corvettes, man, because they look like bastard Lambos.
Are you talking about the twin turbo Corvettes that makes 1,048 horsepower?
Yeah, like that's cool and all, but I don't like the way they look now. It looks like fucking. It looks like they found some designs from like Lamborghini or Ferrari or something like they had thrown in the trash, and they found them. And they're like, oh,
well,
we can do this.
They wanted to make a hypercar. Like, at least a supercar, and that was always so. With General Motors in general, there was never like a middle ground. You either had a Corvette that was like leaps and bounds better, or you had the Camaro that just couldn't compete.
You know what I miss on car? I miss flip up headlights.
Hell yeah,
I miss those.
Never owned a car that had flip up headlights.
Me either, but like I'd love to have like an old 240 or Z or something that has them on there. Yeah, I've shown you that
Miatas, Mazda Miatas.
Yeah, that's right. The older Miatas did have them. Like, but yeah, like I've showed you that video before. The dude has got like a 240, and like he's rolling in reverse by somebody, and like he hits the like lights, and like the fucking flip up headlight basically winks at him, and then he takes and spins it around, and then drifts into like a turn and takes off.
Yeah, Mindy's got a friend that has a Miata that he can do that. He can make each light come up and down individually. Yeah,
that's fucking cool as shit.
And he's got it on like a remote control where he can stand away from it, and the car is just sitting there, and the lights are just coming up and down.
Oh, that's cool.
It's pretty cool. He goes to Hope Mills Cars and Coffee all the time.
Oh, cool deal.
Yeah, but the car itself looks like it has been through hell and back.
Oh well,
that's what people do to Miatas, man. I mean, it seems like Miatas can just.
What's that new Mazda? It looks like kind of like a Miata, but it's like an MX-5 or something like that.
Well, the MX-5 is kind of a Miata variant. It's like a.
But they're making newer models of those, but they're not making like new Miatas.
I don't know.
I don't know shit about Mazdas.
I haven't kept up with them.
Like whatever happened to the Mazda Protege?
Yeah, The Mazda Speeds were pretty cool. There
Yeah,
was a
like the
Mazda
Speed
Speed
3.
Protege.
There was a Speed Protege?
Yeah,
I didn't have like the Speed 3s
yeah, but
because Blue had one of those.
yeah, and the Mazda Speed 6s. I came really close to buying a Mazda Speed 6 one time. And then I started reading reviews on them, and they said that they would have bad head gaskets and stuff, and I just didn't buy it.
Backed off of.
Yeah, I wanted one though, because I had I like had a rental Mazda 6 one time, and I came really close to buying one of those, and it never happened. I believe I came close to buying a Mazda 6, and I ended up buying a Civic instead.
Is that when you got that gray Civic?
It was,
Or is that the white one?
no, it was the Civic that you're thinking about, but I can't remember what color it was. That was like one of the first cars I ever had.
That was like
And-
the 4th or 5th one you had.
Nah, this
Because
was
we had the white trucks. Then you got that Blazer.
uh-huh.
And then you got
After the Blazer was the Civic.
that what I thought you had another
No,
one. Another one.
I'm sorry. It was the Lancer, Rally Art Lancer.
Yeah, I was about to say you had like the Lancer that you
After the Lancer, it was
you
the Civic.
Fast and Furious it into the ditch.
Mm-hmm.
Did you come out and go family?
No, I was upset because I wrecked my damn car, and then later on I got another Lancer and I wrecked it too.
That one wasn't a Rally Art, was it?
Yeah, they both were.
They both were.
Yep.
I don't know, man. That was like fucking 20 years ago.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
Fuck, I'm old.
But
Oh.
after the first Lancer, I got the Civic. I remember that.
Yeah, it was the 4th one then. Okay, back to the notes. Let's try to clear this off.
Notes. Oh shoot!
Back.
I don't want to talk about that part. Yet.
What? No, let me see them.
Nope.
Let me see it.
Nope.
Bitch, you know I can read it when you open the page.
Asteroid.
Oh, yeah.
Asteroid 2024 YR4.
That's supposedly going to hit us in 2032.
2032.
Yep.
Yes. Well, actually, it has a 2.3% chance of hitting us in 2032.
That's a pretty high percent when it comes to outer
Is it?
space.
So today they had to have like this emergency meeting to determine whether they wanted to try to deflect it or not. And I don't
fuck
know.
it. Let it come.
Well,
let it,
so I got something.
like fucking Soundgarden, Black Hole Sun, won't you come wash away the rain?
It says that it could wipe out a city.
Yeah, it's big enough
And
that it would
it's-
like if it hit Fayetteville, we would be kind of foobarred.
It's the same size as the meteorite that created the Behringer crater in Arizona.
Yeah.
50,000 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So
You know what's crazy to me about asteroids and shit that make craters like that? Like, just it ties in. Okay,
go ahead.
like that Behringer crater, it looks like a big like bowl, right?
Uh-huh.
But like that means it like pretty much has to come like straight in like this, like straight in and then bam.
Right.
Like if it comes in at any sort of angle, shouldn't it be like kind of like a skid?
Yeah.
But they're always like just straight in, like
I just wonder if maybe that is how it happens. I don't know. About that.
Like,
You make a good point.
it would make more sense to, like if they hit that they would like kind of like go at an angle, kind of
Yeah, because I saw when I was looking up some of the stats on it that there was
what's his 40 time?
I don't know.
You said you're looking up stats.
Well,
What's his passer rating?
Well, in like the early 1900s, there was another one that came into the atmosphere, but it broke up.
Yeah, the Tunguska event.
Right.
Yeah, like it fried power lines and all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
It burned down some trees and stuff. So I wonder if that's what's going to happen or if it's actually just going to come straight on down. My luck, dude, that fucking asteroid will land right on this house. It would be like square hit right in the
and
butt.
then they're gonna be like, well, unfortunately, you don't have asteroid insurance, so we can't pay out on this. So you're fucked.
Yeah. Sorry about your luck.
Yeah, like, well, I heard about a thing the other day. It was like the flood of '93 in like Missouri or somewhere. Sorry, people, I'm adjusting the microphone if it's scratchy. My bad.
God, dude.
I mean, it's not like I'm jerking it off or anything. I mean,
Well, it might.
I'm trying to get it where it's in my face so people can actually hear me. So Corey's not gonna bitch that he can't hear me, and
Yeah.
then he turns up the radio so he can hear me, and then this happens like that.
You're goddamn right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's. Anyways, but like people like they pinned a flood on some guy blowing up a levee So like people around there that didn't have flood insurance, instead of it being like an act of God not having flood insurance, so they pinned it on that guy, so it was a criminal act. So all the people around could actually file it on their insurance.
Wow.
Yeah, like I'll have to look more into it and everything, but
So
yeah.
what about the people in Western North Carolina and Tennessee? Is that going to be like covered on insurance because it was
Probably not, because they didn't have flood insurance, and then
That's
whole
stupid,
fucking
too.
towns got ran. Like I live up on the top of a fucking mountain. I really don't think like a insurance is
Yeah,
like high on the priority list.
mudslides and stuff.
The
but-
mudslides, yes.
Yeah.
Flood though, yeah. Like we're like 8,000 foot above sea level.
Oh,
Yeah.
before I forget, by the way, Andrew, if you've made it this far, this note is going to become like a souvenir.
We're gonna frame this bitch.
Yeah, we're gonna have it on set whenever we go to video. It's gonna be somewhere like this is our first.
We got some fun now. He
note.
said that it is funny AF.
Funny
So,
AF.
Andrew, if you're listening right now, go leave us a review on Apple Podcast or Spotify or YouTube or
We need the reviews.
fucking-
We need to get some monetization.
we
going
need to
on.
get some return on our investment here.
Yeah, we do. All right,
It was actually pretty easy tonight, though. We literally just come in, I just set everything up, and bam, we're recording.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Hopefully,
this
this
has
is
been the
gonna
most
be
seamless one we've had in a while.
Yeah.
Not 2 hours of me sitting up here with my thumb up my ass trying to do this.
Well, minus the dropping of the vape and
Well, I mean, that's just occupational hazards.
Yeah. Okay, so the last thing, and the reason why I sent you a text that day and said let's talk about chemtrails is because I had been seeing some things on TikTok about them, and like people had started talking about them a little bit more.
Dude,
And
people have been talking about chemtrails for years.
Yeah, I know. I've listened to some podcast about it.
Like
and
they
stuff.
can't say, "Oh, it's just a contrail from like an airplane." Where like you see an airplane fly over, there's like a little tail behind the airplane, and it's going away as they're flying.
Mhm.
But then all of a sudden, like you wake up one morning, clear sky. 2 hours later, there's like streaks all over the sky from where they're spraying shit. They're spraying something up there. We don't know what the fuck it is.
How many of these things do you think are spraying things? Here's my opinion.
All the ones that like you see them fly, and there's a trail from one side of the sky to the other,
and eventually they form clouds.
Yeah, eventually, like so they're putting something up there. Like it could be cloud seeding. Maybe it's something. Some wilder conspiracy I heard is like there's nanoparticles they're getting like so they can control people and shit
and make people sick.
Yeah, who knows? Like that. Okay. Take two. The fog that was really dense around and stuff. Did you see the stuff where people were saying there was like stuff in it? And everything?
Yeah, I did see something about that.
Like, who knows, man? Like, if we knew half the shit that people like high up in the echelons of stuff are doing, it'd probably blow our fucking minds.
Here, let me just read to you what I've got written down.
All right.
Chemtrails are caused by low temperatures and high altitudes. So what do I believe about chemtrails and stuff? I do believe I've seen it from my own eyes. A airplane go by and there is a trail behind the airplane. Yes, sometimes the trail is longer than others. Sometimes it lingers in the sky for hours at a time, and then eventually you'll just see it kind of just break up and it goes in the clouds. Do I think that if you see 10 planes go across the sky and all of them leave a trail, I don't believe that.
Then why do you see some that like there's a short little trail behind them that as they're going, the trail stays with them, like, and it's fading away as they're going, and then like another plane comes by, and it's just straight behind it the whole way, like across the entire of the sky.
I don't know, and I do know that cloud seeding is a thing.
Yeah, because they've done it in
there's literally like cloud making machines, places where like close to deserts and stuff where it makes
what is it like
rain clouds?
Dubai, they like see clouds where it rains every Tuesday or something like that.
Yeah, I believe that happens, but and listen, I do believe that there is a problem in the United States with more and more people are like we
can't leave well enough alone.
Well, no, what I'm saying is like there are more people who have mental issues in not only in the United States, in the world. Like, when we were coming up, you there was this class of people who had like autism or stuff like that. There was just a
Well,
class.
autism has become like a lot more rampant than whenever we
Yeah.
were younger. Like
So
you may see like one dude that has autism every now and then, but now it's like you see people have autism all over. Like
yeah, you're more likely to have autism than to be normal.
yeah, like hell,
Dude,
I'm pretty sure I probably fall on one of those spectrums
me too.
somewhere.
Sometimes I believe I have like a form of ADD too because
I
dude,
know I got ADD.
dude. I
I
just
got ADD, CRS.
what is CRS?
Can't remember shit.
Anal glaucoma.
Got anal glaucoma.
Yeah. Listen,
I'm
I
stupid.
I certainly believe that there is an increase in autism and things like that, but man,
A lot of that, though,
listen,
like people say, comes from like all the vaccines. And shit
yes,
they pump
and
into
I will
people.
say I'll have. Well, I don't know how much I should say, but let's just say I have experience with the vaccines that are put into animals, and then this company will turn right around and say that they do not. The vaccines that they give the animals will be withdrawn from their system
Yeah,
before they
well,
go to the market.
Yeah,
I do not believe
there ain't
that.
no way.
No,
The same company that you're referring to. Have you seen where there's a dude that's like showing like the feed process and stuff, where it's like piles of garbage of like food and stuff that they just grind up? He says they grind up packages and all and like put it into the feed.
no, I haven't seen that.
I'll have to see if I can't find
Dude,
it and send it to you.
I mean, you realize that you're talking to someone who knows the entire process.
I know, I'm just saying.
I've literally delivered the feed
I-
that the hogs, the animals eat. I can't speak about the other animals, but
I'm just saying, like, there's videos. I don't know how true it is because I'm not there. You know, to believe half what you see and none of what you hear.
right. So
Yeah, I want our podcast to like get to the point where I have somebody in the government calling us to like say, hey, y'all need to stop talking about this.
we want to strike a nerve.
I mean, not really strike a nerve, but like get like, hey, you stop talking about this, we'll throw you some money. Like then
Throw me some money.
yeah, throw me some money. Like I tell you what, all that money you are sending for USAID off
Hey.
the like I'll tell you what, I'm not gonna be greedy. I just want the condom money. Just send me the condom.
Send me like half a box of condoms and then the rest of it money in it, and
Yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah, like or I will take Iraqi Sesame Street money because, like, yeah, I'll take that. Like,
Yeah.
I'll say whatever the hell you want me to say. I'll
If you want to reallocate the money, listen, USAID. If you want to keep spending that money, but you just
Like-
now you need to find somewhere to send it to because the jig is up with the Iraqi Sesame
y'all
Street.
can dump a
You can
duffel
send
bag.
it over. I'll give you a kickback. I will give you a kickback.
Yeah, like I'm not greedy. I'll take like 30% and like y'all ship you the rest.
We can do like a
like 60-40 split.
60-40 sounds good,
Yeah,
don't it?
60-40 sounds good. Like
60-40.
I'll throw you the 60 back.
Damn, dude, I had figured out what the name of the podcast was going to be, and then I forgot.
Oh,
Ah.
send me
some money.
Send me the condom money.
Send me the condom money.
Send me the condom money.
I didn't bring my pen up here. I was just gonna write it down so we would remember. Send me the condom money.
I'm surprised you ain't talking shit because I always have a pen.
No, I respect it. Some people have a knife on them all the time. Some people have a pen. There you go.
I have both.
Send me the
Condom money.
money.
There you go. That's gonna be the name of the episode. Send me the condom money.
All right, I'll rip that out once we go downstairs.
Just
So it's
remind me
not on
whenever I
mic.
go. You should feel special. I don't let a lot of people use my pens.
Well, it's a good writing pen, I can tell you that. I've got some good writing
I'm
pens. that I
weird
use at
about
work.
pens. Like I don't want to use anybody else's, and I don't want nobody to use mine.
Why?
Like at work, they'll be like, "Here, you got a pen?" And I'll pull mine out of my pocket. They're like, "Can I use your pen?" No.
Well, some people just like to keep things to themselves, man.
Yeah, like I'll let you use it. I know you're gonna hand it back to me. What's hilarious is like we'll go to like my parents' house for like holidays or something, and my niece would just be like, "Jeremy, let me see your pen." I'm like, "How do you know I have a pen?" She's like, "You always have a pen." I'm like,
Yeah, my dad is the same way with a pocket knife. Be like, "Hey, Daddy, let me use your knife,"
Yeah, I
because
mean,
I know
like,
he's got one.
I always have mine too.
Yeah,
No.
my dad will joke with me because he knows I don't carry a knife, and he'll be like, "Hey, take your knife out and cut this for me." And you know I don't have a knife.
Yeah, like I always have a pen and a pocket knife. Always.
I should carry a knife
You
more.
should like.
I have a
That's-
problem with accessories, dude. Like, I mean, I didn't wear my watch today, and normally I'm good about wearing my watch, but accessories, man, I like to be as minimalist as I can because I hate having things in my pocket and like,
Dude, I will stand up in any of my pockets out for right now. I'll tell you exactly what's in my pockets. I have my car keys. I got a bottle of eye drops. I got a stick of chapstick. I got my wallet, a knife, and my pen.
it's too much.
That's not a lot.
At any
All
given
these things are
time,
useful.
about the only things that I have in my pockets at any given time is my phone and my wallet, and that's
I
it.
think I have 37 cents in my pocket as well.
Dude, you even know how much change you got.
I mean,
I don't carry cash on me.
always.
Dude,
I've got where I
don't-
carry a little
don't.
bit of cash all the time.
Yeah, don't you don't have to
No,
pull the
I'll-
change
I'll-
out, man.
See, I want to see how close I am. I lost a dime somewhere, but there is 27. So there's a dime somewhere that's fell out.
It's too much.
I mean, there's like all of it are useful. Like, hey, my eyes start like getting bad. Oh, that one's unexpected. I didn't know that was in there.
What is that? Oh, a can top.
Yeah, but that's called Curicalexos.
Oh,
Dude,
do you remember in Mask when he started pulling stuff out of his pockets when the police? He had a damn bazooka in there. He had a picture of the captain's wife.
He had everything. Yeah, see, like there's my chapstick. There's my eye drops. Like my eyes start messing with me. Bam, put in some eye drops.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Dude, I got roped into.
Oh, sorry, people.
I got to go help Brandon tomorrow pick up some furniture on Valentine's Day.
Oh, it's because you got a truck.
Yeah,
You got that trailer too.
probably
What? Like, where's he putting the furniture?
at his girlfriend's house.
Is it the same one?
No. Listen, Brandon, I love you, brother. If you ever listen to this, you know, this is just he wanted to use my dad's truck
And your dad said hard no.
yeah, he was like, "Hey, call Mason." So,
I can see your dad like, you're not using my truck.
yeah, he used to tell me that shit.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, he's like, "You find something else to do, brother."
Yeah, like you gotta figure something else out.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I'll help him out though, because like the way I feel, like, you know, you only have one family, man, and I would just like for my family to know that I was there for them when they needed me. You know. Hey, man, hit that mute button.
I'm turning my head.
But yeah, I like, you know, I can't always be there. You know, I got my own stuff
I
to
mean,
do.
you
But
can be fucking Michael McDonald. Yeah, I'm gonna be there.
yeah,
Up
well,
and over.
we're gonna have to get done by the time she gets done with work, because obviously, I mean, it's Valentine's Day, and you know, want to spend
Yeah.
some time with her and stuff. So
I mean, I got to watch something for Valentine's Day. I got her like it's basically an electric snuggie.
oh yeah, I've seen those.
Yeah, it's like got like you plug it into the wall because she's always like it's cold.
Yeah.
Like she's underneath like 3 blankets, got on a hoodie, socks, and everything, and I'm laying on top of the blanket like it's fucking hot.
Yeah. Does she have a big blanket thing?
Dude, we got like 2 of those big blankets. It's like-
Dude.
I'm not gonna lie, man. Like I like them.
It's like a damn
you'd-
furnace, dude.
Like the one that's on the bed right now has like the microfiber or whatever stuff on top, and it's got like the Sherpa like fleecy stuff on the bottom. I love that one.
Dude.
And then like
I
when
don't
the
know.
summertime hits, we just got like the like regular flat whatever one that's got aliens and shit on it.
Mhm. Yeah. I can't. Dude, like you said, like when we go to bed at night, half of my body's out of covers.
Dude,
Because
I have to sleep with at least 1 foot out of the blanket.
Yeah,
like I'll get
I
under the
can't
blanket,
get
but I got like
comfortable.
1 foot out. The ceiling fan's on.
Well, we haven't been sleeping with the fan on.
Oh,
It gets drafty in here.
I got to sleep with a fan on.
I can't do that.
Like
Not
that's what I hate about whenever I gotta go like off for work and stay in hotel rooms and there's no ceiling fan.
But you got the little like the window unit thing.
Yeah, it's got like the little thing over there, but it's not the same.
Yeah, you can have it on for noise. You just put it on low.
I gotta have the air circulating.
Oh, dude, that reminds me. When we went to the country music festival in Myrtle Beach this past time, our room had one of those like floor air conditioner unit things. It
Mhm.
wasn't working, and we were in
Oh.
Myrtle Beach during the summer.
So you were roasting.
Oh yeah, and I called the front desk and I was like, "Hey," and it was late. We had gotten back from the concert, so it was probably midnight or later. Like, "Hey, this unit over here is not working." And they're like, "Well, guess what? You gonna have to wait until in the morning at least."
Oh shit.
Yeah, they're like, I feel sorry for you.
You're like,
But-
the ice machine's down the hall. Go get some of that shit and sleep
Yeah,
in the fucking bathtub.
We had to sleep that night. We had to sleep with no air conditioner.
You ever
and-
feel weird sleeping naked in hotel rooms?
I don't like sleeping in the covers at a hotel room. I mean,
Yeah, like, I sleep on top of the blankets most of the time in hotel rooms.
I can't remember what we did the last time, and I do have to correct something because Mindy heard in one of the podcasts that I had said I had never been inside of a Lamborghini. Well, actually, I have. We went to an exotic car museum up at Pigeon Forge, and they had this Lambo.
That's the one you
there.
sent me the picture of that Supra from, ain't it?
Yeah, there was a lot of cool cars there, but we sat in it and took a picture in it. But I didn't really pay attention to any of that.
I would like to try to sit in a Lambo one time just to see if I could actually fit in it.
It's tight.
Like the Veloster, I got like my dad's like, oh, that's a small car for 6'3" to fit into.
Yeah,
I'm like, I got more room in that, and I got in my Civic.
there is a lot of room in there actually.
Yeah, I mean
It's actually pretty roomy.
it's spacious. Like, it's
so-
not like in the Civic where sometimes whenever I'm shifting, my damn knee hits the steering wheel.
Well, yeah. Those cars don't have a lot of space in them. They're not, they're not made for bigger figures.
Oh, all right. So we've covered your notes.
That's everything.
All right. So,
Well, we didn't really talk much about chemtrails.
well, I mean, like, what is there really we can say without like?
all I really want to say is like,
I
well,
think there's
what I
something.
got-
There's
what-
something up with them, man.
what I had gotten started on was basically that I believe that there are other ways that we're being poisoned. And
Yeah, like our food for one.
Yeah.
The water,
yeah.
another one.
And,
Like it used to be like, oh, I don't want to use the county water because they put stuff in it. Now I can't use my fucking well water because like DuPont's dumped all that shit in the
Yeah.
fuck. Did you see the commercials that they had where they're like, we're looking for volunteers to come help us build a wall in between our thing and the river to help stop the flow of
No.
the chemicals? Yeah. They wanted volunteers.
who, Kimmers?
Yeah. Well, DuPont, Kimmers, whatever the hell they're called now. They got in trouble, so they rebranded.
Mhm.
Yeah, they wanted volunteers to go help build like a retaining wall to help stop the flow of chemicals. And I'm like,
Build your own fucking wall.
yeah, exactly. Y'all got money hand over fist. Fuck you.
Dude.
Volunteer? No.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
Like I'll volunteer for some stuff.
we're asking for a community's help to come and help us.
come help us fix things.
so
that
we're
we know
not poisoning you.
Yeah, we've been fucking up for years, but now we need your help that way.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I had not heard.
Yeah,
of that.
like I haven't seen one in a while, but I seen them there for a couple years ago. But yeah, like y'all know y'all are dumping shit out. Like I've heard stories about like 3-eyed frogs and stuff back there in the river behind.
Yeah,
it.
when I used to work there, there was a rumor, and that was before I had started working there. But there was a rumor that someone had a baby that was deformed, and they were working out there,
I can believe it.
and they were drinking out of the water fountain in there.
I can believe it, man. Like all those chemicals and shit that's out there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not good. But that's basically my whole thing on it is like, are there planes that are probably dumping something in the sky? Probably,
Yes.
probably so. I just don't believe if you walk outside in the morning and you see 10 streaks going across, that doesn't mean that they're out there farming, shit into the sky.
I believe there's some reason why there's, excuse me, they're not spraying shit just for fucking shits and giggles.
I just don't know if it's sprayed stuff though. That's all I'm saying.
Dude, I'm just saying, like, if I see a plane go across and the like tail of it is going with it and it disappears, and then another one comes by a few minutes later and it's leaving a streak from one side of the sky to the other, and then oh look, here comes another one and it crisscrosses off that way, and then it crisscrosses again.
Yeah. I mean,
and then 2 hours later, the entire sky is full of shit.
Yeah,
like something's up.
I've seen it myself. I've seen the crisscrosses and I've seen the lines up there.
Crisscross make you want to jump.
Yeah, but the thing is if you look closely, it's a commercial airliner. Are you saying that there's commercial airliners are the ones that are dumping shit in the sky?
They could be. Who knows? How hard would it be for somebody to attach a nozzle to a thing?
Well, I can tell you from experience, I have flown in commercial planes, and I didn't see. I've been on the wing. I didn't see anything coming out of it. So, I mean,
who knows? Again, man, we don't know. We can just sit here and speculate and shit. Like, I don't know what the fuck's really going on. I just gotta figure out what I can do to make my life better.
Like I said, my personal opinion is like they are poisoning us a more effective way.
I'm pretty sure they poison us in every way they can. Like I said, the water, the food, like all the hormones and shit. Like, have you seen pictures of like chickens from like the 50s and then chickens from now?
Yeah, the hogs is the same way.
Hogs are the same way. Like a baby hog comes out and it weighs 20 pounds. Not 20 pounds.
No, they won't be 20, but they
they're
go from 0 to 20 very fast.
Yeah, like within like a week or two, they're big, and then like within 6 months of it coming out, like it's getting slaughtered.
Harvested.
Yeah.
Same
thing. Like a damn dozen eggs now is fucking like $6 because they're saying like the bird flu and all that.
Yeah, they killed off millions of birds.
Okay, so we can't have eggs, right? Why the fuck isn't chicken went to astronomical prices?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah, like, so we're killing off all the chickens, so are we just eating the, like, bird flu chickens? That's the reason why we can still get chicken breast for $4.99 a pound?
Hey, listen, man.
You can't eat the eggs, but you know what? Go deep fry this son of a bitch and he's good to go.
Well, there's no chickens to make the eggs, though. What came first, the chicken or the egg, man?
I mean, apparently the fucking chicken. Because how else is it going to lay the egg?
Exactly. But you can't have a chicken without the egg, brother.
That's like the bootstrap paradox. Who knows?
What is that?
What? There's a bunch of time paradox. I can't remember the bootstrap. It's like bootstrap, the grandpa one, and something else. I think the bootstrap one is, I'm going to say this shit wrong. Like Terminator, like John Connor sends Kyle Reese back to be his dad.
Uh-huh.
But is Kyle Reese his dad because he got sent back or because John Connor sent him? So if he didn't, I think that's right. I don't know. Don't get me fucking started.
Which Terminator movie did that happen in?
In the first one.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, I've got to go back and watch that. You're talking about movies that came out when I was a child.
Yeah, and I've watched it.
I haven't. That was the last time I watched it. Now, it was probably when me... Like young, sitting in my tidy whities with my parents watching
the original
movie.
Terminator. Great. Terminator 2, best one out of all of them. The Terminator 3 Rise of the Machines kind of meh. And then like you got Terminator Salvation with, I think that's one with Christian Bale in it. It's the shits.
It's the shit or it's shitty?
Shits.
Okay.
Not like it's the shit. No, it's the shits. Not it's the shit. It's the shits.
Oh. So let me ask you something. What is a better series, Terminator or RoboCop? Dude.
The first RoboCop is fucking brutal.
Yeah, RoboCop is a pretty good little series, man. So I would say that RoboCop didn't make shitty movies like Terminator did close to the end. Well, how many? There was like 3 RoboCops?
I think so.
Yeah.
And then they remade it recently.
Did they?
Yeah. There's a RoboCop. So like they made a Total Recall remake with Colin Farrell in it.
Oh, okay.
It's okay.
I remember watching the RoboCops though. That shit was cool.
Yeah,
man.
the first RoboCop's fucking brutal,
Yeah.
especially like when they murder him.
Yeah,
Yeah, that shit's fucking rough.
yeah, man. Yeah, I gotta go back and revisit some RoboCop movies. I would have rather watched. I don't know why, but I would have rather watched RoboCop than Terminator.
Like I said, the first Terminator's good, and the second one's great. The T-1000, man, like he can like morph into anybody
Yeah.
and everything. Yeah, that's fucking cool as shit.
I just don't know. I think maybe I just wasn't an Arnold Schwarzenegger fan.
Oh man, like I love all Arnold Schwarzenegger. Like if I had to pick like any like Arnold like movies to watch, my number one pick's gonna be Predator.
Yeah.
Predator's fucking great. Get
Yeah.
to the chopper. Get to the chopper now.
Oh man, Kindergarten Cop. Man,
Kindergarten
you're leaving
Cop's-
Kindergarten Cop out.
Yeah, that's good. Commando,
Yeah.
that's a good one. Last Action Hero, a bunch of
yes,
people hate
dude.
it. That's a good movie.
I'm back Team Arnold Schwarzenegger now. 'Cause
Jingle All the Way.
Last Action Hero was a good movie. Actually,
Yeah, Jingle All the Way.
that was like the first, and I don't know if there has been a movie since, at least that I've seen,
Twins.
where they talked about making a movie while making a movie.
movie.
You know, like they broke, what is it called? Like
The fourth
fifth-
wall?
Fourth wall, yeah. Yeah, so that was actually pretty cool. Like I'm back. I'm back. He's my favorite actor. Now.
Okay, would you take Arnold Schwarzenegger or Sylvester Stallone then?
Oh,
Like I love all the Rambo movies. Like the whenever they made the Rambo or whatever, that shit come out like what 10, 15 years ago now. That shit was cool as hell, man. Like my mom hated it. She's like, it's not the same. I'm like, yeah, it's fucking right. He turns that fucking 50 cal on the dude in front of that truck and turns him into a blood puddle.
uh-huh.
Like,
Yeah, Sly Stone's probably better than Arnold Schwarzenegger for sure.
because you take Sylvester Stallone, you get all the Rambos, you get Rocky,
Mm-hmm.
you get Cobra, which a lot of people don't talk about Cobra, but I love that fucking movie because I love his car most of all in that movie. And then you get some real shit ones too, like Stopper, My Mom Will Shoot.
Uh-huh.
That one's a dumpster fire. And then Oscar, that movie he made that one. That was
Did he make a
Horseshit.
movie where it was like a dance movie?
Sylvester Stallone. Are you
Yeah.
thinking John Travolta?
No, I thought Sylvester Stallone made one too. I could be wrong, but
I don't
thought-
remember it. I mean, there may be. I know he done porn.
Really?
Yeah.
What's his piece look like?
I don't know.
Okay.
I didn't like. I think he done that before he made Rocky. He done a couple porno flicks.
Oh, he was. Okay. Yeah, I didn't.
I
know
mean,
that.
like I'm like back in my porn heyday, most of my shit was like lesbian porn.
You like lesbian porn?
Yeah, why not, man? Double.
I
That's
mean,
like double mint gum. It's like double the action, double the fun.
I hear you. Ah,
That's why I love lesbians. We have the same goal in life.
have anybody ever asked you like, if you're watching a porn, would you rather the guy have a little dick or a big
Yeah,
dick?
like it's just like, oh, I want to see a big dick. Well, oh, you're gay then. Yeah, like the whole Joe Exotic thing.
yeah,
And it's like, oh, you I ain't a little gay then.
yeah. That's something I need to rewatch, man. Is the Tiger King?
Yeah, I'm surprised. Like, oh, Trump ain't pardoned him yet.
Isn't it about time for him to get out of jail though?
I don't know. Dude, like that whole thing, like I thought he like really could sing there for a few minutes, like when I was watching
yeah.
it, and I was so disappointed whenever I put two and two together. Like that ain't even him singing. I'm like,
Yeah,
man, he's got a lot of bullshit going on, but like at least he can sing pretty good. And then it's like, wait a minute.
yeah. It came out like I thought during that series that he had said that he had somebody else to
Oh yeah,
sing
it does
for
say it in there. Like
Yeah.
yeah, somebody.
yeah.
But anyway, like the main thing that I learned from that is that Carol Baskin chick fucking killed her husband.
yeah, she definitely.
Yeah, she fucking murdered that
Yeah,
dude.
she killed him.
Yeah, he has been ground up into fucking hamburger meat
Yeah,
and like fed to the fucking tigers.
that's what the theory is.
Oh,
is she fed him to
like
the tigers.
I would bet money on it. Like this,
Dude.
he just don't fucking disappear.
Do you remember how much they said, like when it was on Tiger King, how much it costed to feed the tigers that he had?
I don't
Why
remember-
not just throw a human body out there and just let them go at it? You know?
What? Just go pick up homeless dudes off the street?
Well,
and
no.
throw 'em in there?
I'm talking about Carol Baskin killing her husband. You know, that probably saved her from having to buy a meal one time.
I mean, have you ever seen the movie Snatch?
It's a Brad Pitt movie.
Yes.
I have seen it, but I couldn't tell you
I
anything
mean, there's a
about
dude in there like has a whole little spiel about how like I think it's like 6 pigs can eat a full grown human in like 20 minutes.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, like pigs eat any fucking thing.
I'm glad. Like, I don't have the memory about movies that you do. I don't have the memory about most things that you do. I feel like I remember dumb shit, but like
So do I. Why the fuck do I need to remember this shit?
I don't know.
Like, if I could take out all the useless shit I know about, like song lyrics and video games and magic and
well,
like,
I know a lot
movies
of useless shit
and all that
too.
shit. Like, if I could take all that shit and like turn it into something positive, I could be like a fucking astrophysicist or something.
Yeah, I know. But
instead, I'm a dumbass that does this.
yeah, well, and not even making any money for
Yeah,
it.
I'm doing this shit for free.
We're doing it for free, and we're in the negative.
Yeah, we are way in the negative.
We keep talking about it like every episode.
Yeah, every episode we're just Mindy said it sounds like we're
critiquing ourselves.
We're desperate.
Did she?
Yeah, she said it sounds like desperation of us.
Oh, yeah.
critiquing ourselves and stuff. Like
I said,
if
we set our own bar,
yeah,
then
if I set the bar so low, I can only go up from there. That's,
yeah.
Like, I will talk shit about myself in a heartbeat. Like, oh, you're fucking ugly. I'm like, yeah, I know, but
Yeah.
your mom likes it, so what?
Yeah, really.
Yeah, like I will self-deprecate in a heartbeat.
I think that we should critique ourselves until we reach a point where,
Until we have people on the internet doing it for us.
right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Like, leave some comments. Call me a fat bastard. I don't care.
Yeah. Well, we got to make videos first.
Yeah, I
before
don't
they
care.
can
Like,
even-
who gives a shit?
yeah.
Like, I don't care. Like, it's been working for most of my life. If I say I'm dumb to people and like I just say like constantly reiterate it to them, like, oh, I'm stupid, or like, oh, forgive me, I'm dumb. I can do like some mediocre shit and blow their mind. Like, I lowering the bar since 1986. What's up?
Yeah. I'm the same way. Like, dude, she wants me to give myself more credit for things, but I'm like, yeah, I could sit there and make myself out to be this great person and stuff, but that's not reality.
Yeah, like I'm a realist. Like, I know I'm a piece of shit.
Yeah,
It's okay. I love you. You're a piece of shit.
that's exactly. I love myself. I love you. So, hey, you have to set your own bar.
Yeah, like like I said, I talk shit about myself all the time. Like, I got a big ass head. I'm ugly. I'm going bald. Who gives a shit?
Well,
Like my little girl, look at Dad, you're going bald. I'm like, yep. I just want to just go ahead and shave my fucking head and be done with it. Guess what?
oh, dude, if you think that you are like an opposing character now, shave your head.
I already get asked by people all the time, like, oh, what kind of bike do you ride? I'm like, dude, I can't even ride a fucking bicycle.
Oh, well,
Like that
shave your head and then see what the questions would be. That's like a new canvas for tattoos too, man.
Yeah, man. There you go. I get like just a blind sun on the back of my head.
That would be cool.
That would be pretty cool.
That's what you should put on your other knee.
no, that's gonna be Cthulhu.
I don't know what Cthulhu is.
H.P. Lovecraft. He's the high priest of the old ones. You've seen him before. He's like got like tentacles for like beard. Think Davy Jones from
From Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah,
Yep.
imagine that except like 500-foot tall with bat wings.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay,
Where is he from?
the like I'm trying to remember what it's called. Hold on, I'm drawing a blank. Like
Is a character from
yeah.
a movie?
You mean like from that? I'm trying to think of what it's called. He's actually from, but no, he's like he's in the H.P. Lovecraft novels, like the Call of Cthulhu and shit like that.
Okay, I thought
Like it's
I thought it was something from Star
and then
Wars
there's like
or something.
Shagna Hoff and like they're called the Great Old Ones.
Okay, I've
They're
never
like
heard of
elder gods.
it. Okay,
Think of them as like. Have you ever seen the movie Cabin in the Woods? Okay,
No.
I'm gonna give you 2 movies to watch then. Cabin in the Woods. It's like a horror movie, and then there's one called Underwater that's got the chick from Twilight in it. Watch one of those 2.
well, I can tell you, I'm not going to be able to watch a horror movie here. That'll have to be something that I watch while I'm not at work.
No, it's not like scary, gruesome horror. It's Well, I mean, there is like blood. Okay. All right. Go for underwater then. Okay.
Underwater.
It's got what's her name? Christian Bale. Kristen Bale.
Kristen Bell is the one that was married to the dude that was in Without a Paddle. Dak Shepard.
Okay, no, that's not her then. What's her fucking name? I think those two are still married.
Yeah.
Kristen Stewart, maybe.
Okay. Your guess is as good as
Twilight,
mine, brother.
Twilight lady.
Okay.
She's the like, oh, I'm so sad. I'm like caught in between a love triangle between a vampire and a dog. You've never seen Twilight?
No.
Thank yourself fucking lucky then.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
Okay. Try to keep that streak going.
There's,
Dude,
like I said,
okay.
dude, you could ask me most movies and I'd say no.
I'm going to give you a Twilight story. So, whenever it was called Breaking Dawn Part 2 come out,
Okay.
I had to go to the movie theater to watch it
Okay.
on opening night. So, nobody knows what's going on. One of my best memories ever in a film experience is there's a part in the movie where like these vampire like people, I can't remember what their name is, like Voltron or something. It's not Voltron, but it's something like close to that. I can't remember what they're called. Right here in the podcast is where the wife is yelling at me about what their name is. Possibly Bobby too. I don't know if he knows about fucking Twilight. It wouldn't surprise me if he's like sitting there yelling at me. What's up, Bobby? Anyways, they go and like they have like a whole big group of people because like she was part human whenever she got turned vampire and she was pregnant. She had this fucking baby that's like half vampire, half human, half fucking shamalama ding dong.
Uh-huh.
Anyways, they start fighting and like the main Voltron dude, I'm just going to say Voltron because I've already said that shit. He comes down out of the fucking air with like the main, his name's like Carlisle, I think. The main Twilight guy. He like they jump in the air at each other and he comes down holding his head. And every woman in that movie theater, I heard their vagina clench shut in unison as half of them in there stand up and start yelling, "That's not in the book! That's not in the book!" And the only thing I can do is start laughing. And I think I'm about to get fucking shanked by nail files from every woman around me getting so pissed because I'm thinking this is hilarious. But that is one of my favorite things that's ever happened watching a movie in my entire life.
That's crazy. I don't know why people like think that movies should be verbatim by the book.
It's just like when I tell you I heard every clam in there shut, I heard it. It was like a fucking door of a fucking monastery getting katunka. What the fuck was that?
That was somebody
All right,
playing music.
we need to fuck this pig because we're getting close to time, and I got to get up and go to work in the morning.
Yeah, I got a lot of stuff to do too.
Yeah, you got to go be Bob the Mover.
Well, I got to go to therapy first.
Well,
Yeah.
not calling you in the morning then.
Yeah.
Anyways, all right, so we'll say this is episode 8 of It Gets Dumber, affectionately known as Send Us That Kind of Money.
Send us the condom money.
That kind of money or the kind of money?
I think it's the condom money.
This or that.
Yeah.
You can get with this or you can get with that.
That's right.
Yeah. Anyways, all right, later, internet people.
All right.
See you next week.
Thanks for listening, Corey.
Yep, and Bobby and fucking
Andrew now.
Andrew now, yeah.
Yeah.
And the wife. I know you're listening. Mindy,
So we
possibly.
I think we got like a total of 8 concurrent listeners.
Hey,
now.
I mean, 8's better than 0. So, and the like couple people in Norway and Sweden that's downloaded the podcast.
we appreciate
yeah,
you.
appreciate it.
Listen, tell a friend, and let's get this thing jumping. So
I mean, hopefully it's entertaining. If not, I'm sorry.
well,
Not really. Fuck you. Anyway, peace out, people. I'll watch y'all next week.
later.
I guess I just have to start yelling in here. See, if I talked into it, Liz, right here. See, I'm red, 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 red.
That's what we need. That's what we need out of you.
Yeah. I'm gonna be
Well, it's
And
not. We're not. Yes, we're
I'm
not
trying to go
take away
nose
from this
deep in
feng
this thing
shui.
like a dog saying hello to another
But
dog.
what we need to focus on
Just
is making it sound
nose
better.
and ass.
Yeah, as long as you're right there on it,
Yeah,
you're
wha-
good.
I mean, I'm pretty sure what's her name, Lily Blue or whatever, well, Lily Phillips or whatever. She's used to having shit in her face, 1,000 of them.
Yeah, where the fuck did that come from? Some chick like fucking 1,000 dudes?
Yeah, like in a single
I
sitting.
want you
basically.
to know that Bobby sent me the fucking stat sheet of that shit as he was listening to it.
The
Hold on.
stat sheet.
Yeah, like he's like, oh, by the way.
What did he do? Watch the movie?
No, he just done some like quick research apparently, and
Dude number 1 took X amount of
30
time.
guys an hour.
Okay.
She did it in 13 hours.
I figured. I knew it was something like that.
Ugh. Oh yeah, by the way, if you ever go to BJ's, those fuckers right there, phenomenal.
Pickleballs.
No, they're like,
He hates marshmallows, so they wouldn't be marshmallows.
I hate marshmallows worse than you hate mushrooms.
Yeah, I know, because literally we tried to get you a crumble cookie one time and you're like, no, it has mushrooms. You're
No,
like,
marshmallow.
"Okay,
Marshmallow.
Nope, not doing it.
what about the marshmallow cream?
Nope. No fluffernutters for this guy.
I don't know if there's anything that I'm that much against. I'm sure there is, actually. Yeah, I don't like. Well,
You're like, I don't like fruit. Fucking apple.
I hate salad.
Yummy, yummy.
Fruit salad. Yummy, yummy. Brandon used to watch The Wiggles all the time.
I try to find that edit where, hold on, somebody, like, here you go.
Yummy, yummy. I've seen that before.
You guys come up with your own intro song too.
And neither one of us are musically inclined.
The only instrument I can play is the
So
radio.
why don't you find like the background that you guys have, and then from there, just after this one, I come up with some bullshit or whatever, and we'll sing you like the good stuff. Come up with some bullshit.
There's another edit of it where it's just the Wiggles performing on stage and then it cuts to let the crowd. And it's like this gigantic circle pit.
I've seen that before.
Fucking Wiggles going down. Okay, I guess we're gonna have a 3-minute clip at the end. Say hello in the microphone, Mindy.
Yeah, say hey.
Say hey, fuckers.
What's up?
That one's probably not going to pick up
Yeah,
very
you,
well.
you
You gotta get in there.
You gotta get in there.
Hello.
There you go.
Here you go. I mean, hold on. Wait a minute. Now do it.
Hello. All right, that's the game winner right there. All right, play it back for us.